Hello everybody, my name is Richard Hyperion, and welcome back to the Wilds of Wildemount campaign. Today is going to be session 27, and our cast today consists of our Dungeon Master Emily. We have Kale playing as Brine, I'm playing Moonzic, Quinn is playing Animo, Lily is playing Windchime, and Dawn is playing Soren. Rocky does play Edward, he will be joining us shortly. And then I believe that means Kale, go ahead with the recap.
All right. So, last time on Wilds of Wildemount, we had yet another episode of travel. Heading further and further through the wilds, we got close to Feolinn. We stopped for lunch and explored around a little bit to see what we were close to and found a large flower field. After a stark realization of what we were in, we slowly made our way out and then tested a hunch to reveal that the whole flower field could cause anybody to fall asleep with its spores. Armed with a flower and some zany moments that you should totally check out last episode yourself for, we headed to our campsite before we reached Feolinn. There we met some hunters and set up defenses as we believed we were in the territory of some thieves. After defending the camp from these thieves who did try their hardest to cause damage, we rested and are now waking up in the morning to finally make it to Feolinn.
Brian fell asleep and Moonza got an arrow in his shoulder.
Thank you very much. We'll pick back up. You guys have woken up from, or finished your shift through the overnight, and you guys are packing your stuff up for the morning. Being that this is probably the last time you'll be in the forest for a little bit, is there anything you would like to do with your morning?
I would like to talk to everybody in the party very, very fast. If that's alright with everybody else.
Yeah.
Everyone. Yes, Moonzic, Brian, Soren, Windchime, Edward, everybody. Windchime knows this, but if you remember this amulet that I have, if anybody has, you know, if anybody remembers, the idea was that a soul could have been trapped in it, and I don't think that I ever talked to any of you about its nature. There is a dude in here, and in order for me to get him to leave, so that the amulet can be at its full potential, I need to do some chores for him in the city of Feolinn, and they kind of seem a little sketchy. Not Feolinn? Sorry.
It's Trossenwald.
Trossenwald.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Which is about here on the map.
It's like right before Allfield.
It's in the Dwendalian Empire.
Okay. Alright.
Trossenwald.
Trust, yes. That's definitely what I said.
That's on our way up to Allfield.
Yeah. It should be on the way, so I was really hoping that I could get some help from all of you. It seems like it could be a little sketchy.
Well,
you already know it. You have my help.
Yes.
And you have mine as well. You'll always have my support.
Thank you, Moonzic. Thank you,
Does the
Winchon.
entire
I mean,
party just have to chime in and say that we're going to help out our friend? Of course
I just
we're going
need
to help
to.
you, man.
I just need to make sure, you know. Maybe people don't want to.
My dude, we'll help you. You've helped all of us out, right?
I've almost killed all of you. Yes.
Yeah.
You didn't mean it though, so it's okay.
It's funny that the two.
It's the thought that counts.
It's funny that the two people who almost immediately said yes, we'll support you, are also the two people that he knocked unconscious.
Is this an abusive relationship?
Oh.
Are we the danger?
I'm a little confused as to what you all are alluding to, but yes, you do have my assistance.
Oh, he almost killed us all. He'll probably almost kill you if you stay around him long enough.
Whoa! Hey now.
I'm
I've changed my
kidding.
ways. I've changed my ways. Don't listen. Don't listen to her. Don't listen to her.
Anyway, that was funny.
Hmm.
Okay. Anybody want to do some hunting? Anything like that?
Yeah.
I'd be down to do something this morning. I haven't really for the past few days, weeks.
As soon as our tent is all packed up, I can go and foraging, see if we can find.
It does sound fun.
Edward starts to go off into a corner and cast Unseen Servant a bajillion times.
I think you forgot about
I
alarm
guess
as
Edward's.
well.
I guess
No?
Edward's doing Edward things.
Yeah, it would be really fun to go forest bathe before we have to be in the middle of a city that's all dirty and dusty and full of, like, dust.
I wouldn't really say that in front of that. That was kind of rude, don't you think? Maybe it is a little dusty there.
You know, last time that I was in Feolinn, I was like kind of awestruck by the amount of like greenery there is. It's a very pretty city, but the people there are rude as shit.
Yeah, I've heard that the people from there are pretty terrible. Yeah.
I once read a story about a group of people in some far-off world called the Mafia. For some reason, like, I get that kind of vibe there.
Ooh.
Mafia. That's
Aren't
a fun
you from
word.
there?
Could we be the mafia?
I don't think we're quite. No.
We
Well,
have
what do
a
we
baby.
need? What do we need? Like what? We need muscle, smarts. We have it all.
I think we need more money.
We can get more money, especially if we're the mafia.
We
Oh.
can get more money.
I'm.
Actually, don't we have... We have quite a bit of ways of getting money, as well as some money we have saved.
How do you know this?
Oh, just, mafia things, robbing people, the usual.
I'm sorry I brought this up.
What do you know?
What do you know?
Where is she? Harvey.
Okay, so you guys go about your daily morning routines. We'll start with Brian. What are you going to be doing this morning?
I'm gonna be making breakfast.
Anything in particular?
It's the last day on the road, so I'm gonna spend some of my early morning. I should have a little extra time for this, just because 4 hours long rest. To try and find some birds' eggs.
Okay.
I don't know what you
Roll
want me to
me
roll
a
for that.
survival or nature check.
Okay. Or which do I want to roll? Survival or nature? Survival or nature? It does not. Oh, yes, it does.
Nice.
Nice. You find as you're wandering through this area, you find a nest from several wild chickens.
Yo! Do I find a
Wow.
wild chicken?
You know that they're in the area. Do you want some help with the wild chicken chase?
It would be low light, right? I'm just gonna try to. I'm gonna try, and if I can see one, I'm going to try and capture one. Yeah.
Roll me a perception check.
Oh boy. I have found their nest.
Oh
Actually,
no, perception checks. Kale's one weakness.
you had to say it.
Oh,
I
the
blame
fucking 20 that teased.
You look around in the brush, and it is weirdly silent this morning. You hear no clucking, but you definitely see these eggs here. You think maybe you scared them off on your approach. You weren't being particularly cautious in your
make a big show of collecting all the eggs to try and taunt them into attacking me.
Okay. Hold on, I gotta roll something.
Oh no.
Oh
You're
no.
gonna get monster chicken.
Legend of Zelda, no!
An hour. Years.
You hold on, let me roll this too while I'm here.
A new challenger approaches.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Hold on, let me multiply
One of those
this.
chickens crit on a peck.
Multiply?
Okay. You were able to collect over a dozen eggs. Actually, specifically, 14 eggs.
Nice.
You were able to collect from these various nests. You kind of like hold them all in your hands, and they're pretty big. They're like all brown and pretty. As you make a big show of collecting it all, you don't see the chickens, and it makes you suspicious. You would think this early on a morning they'd be around. Sneaky little boogers.
Where? Come out, chicken. Alright, I guess I just get the eggs. Fine, whatever.
You start to make your way back to camp, and from off behind you, you could have swore you heard a cluck.
Whirls around, staff at the ready. Okay.
Arms full of eggs, staff out. Silence again.
Fine then. Walks back to camp. I'm going to you know what? I'm gonna make pancakes.
Okay. You do have all of the ingredients necessary.
I borrow flour from Edward. I have a natural substitute for sugar. It's not perfect. I have milk from the cows. I make pancakes to stretch the eggs as far as possible. So I use all the eggs, and
Moonzic
by the time that conversation we have with Anemo, he can have over pancakes.
All right. Moonzic does also offer acorns if they would help at all.
They do not,
Fair enough.
but I appreciate it.
I, however, offer a little thing of honey. little bit of honey.
A little thing of honey. Am I right, fellas? Just a little bit of honey.
Only $3.99.
Oh God.
Very sweet. Okay. Windchime, what are you doing?
Windchime is trying to climb a tree.
What is your purpose in climbing a tree?
Just to like soak in the forest and experience it before we go back to the city. And reach the top.
Okay. Roll me a athletics check, please.
Okay. Let's go.
Oh no.
You are just able to make it up this tree. It is it's a tough climb though, but you make it.
Yeah, can I roll a perception check? Do I see anything interesting?
Absolutely. You climb up this tree and you look around, and you see that you are indeed just on the edge of the forest, probably not even an hour or two, and it is all fields up ahead. You look off, you see the rolling mountainside to the left, with snow-capped mountains covered in a dense fog, and a lot of the area is covered by other trees, but you do see a little squirrel on the same branch that you are on, looking rather panicked.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Mr. Squirrel. I hope this makes me. Is this your home?
It scurries. You see it. It rushed to the end of the branch you're on. Go ahead and roll me a animal handling check.
Yep.
It rushes to the end of the branch that you're kind of sitting / standing on, and you see it takes a big old leap, and wings erupt out of its back, and it flies.
Real wings?
Like real fucking wings.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
That wasn't a squirrel!
Windchime almost falls out. When she sees that. I didn't know squirrels had wings.
Some of them do. You want to roll me a nature check to see what kind of squirrel it is? You're going to leap it. It's a magical nature experience.
Okay.
You haven't had the opportunity to see flying squirrels, but you know of their existence. They're a little bit rare.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
It's supposed to be good luck.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. I'm lucky today. Okay. This is gonna set me on a good path today.
As
Um.
as Windchime just launches herself off of the tree.
Yeah, I gotta climb down from the tree now.
Yeah, you can climb down.
Okay.
All right. With that, Moonzic, what are you doing with your morning?
After Animo and I get get his tent all packed up, he's gonna go foraging.
That's right.
Okay.
Together,
Yeah.
captain and
First mate.
Together.
first mate. That's right.
All right. Roll me your checks.
Investigation. Is that the check?
Investigation can be one, I believe, if we're looking for specific-
Investigation, nature, survival, perception. Those are all checks that you can.
All of them have the same bonus for Moonzic.
Okay.
Hey!
23 and 19. That's huge.
Better than
Um,
14.
Huge.
For a Nemo, go ahead and roll me 3d20s.
Ooh.
3d20s.
Yep.
Sure. 23. 45. 18, 17, 10. Those are really high.
Those are pretty good.
18. You find wild ginger.
Ooh.
17. Some wild grapes.
Ooh.
And a 10. And some lavender.
Ooh, yeah. Those are all good.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let's see here. Moonzic, with your investigation check, please roll me 2d20s.
Okay. 10 and a 4. 10-4,
Okay.
if you will.
19. Looking about this woodland area, you keeping your eye out in particular for any hints of the people who had been traveling in this who you had encountered last night. You find a pretty clear trail that appears to be kind of off a little bit. You're a couple hundred feet, but this seems to have been traversed more frequently than others. And you also find on a tree a little thieves' cant marking.
Oh.
Let me draw it for you. A little thieves' cant marking. Well, this is bad. It's a triangle and a circle.
Okay.
That's terrible. I'm going to erase that. Which you recognize as the sign of like safety.
Interesting. Like, is it another myriad symbol, or is it...
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. He's gonna write in his notebook that there is a safety marking here for, marked by, myriad thieves cant.
Something like that.
Okay.
Okay. You can choose to follow the trail if you would like, but it is ultimately up to you. Or you can leave it for later mysteries.
Animo, what do you think? I know, like, he's going to tell Animo this, who's beside him. He's really like, this is kind of related to that barrow that we saw last night.
Yeah, I don't know.
Seems that up this trail a little bit, there's a sort of safe haven, or like a bunker, if you will, for these people that it's deemed safe.
Well, so you think maybe the bunker is what this side is pointing to?
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, maybe there'll be another one if we kind of go in that direction.
It's possible, but
We don't have to do it now, though.
right. But if we want to investigate this later on, we have to come outside of town quite a ways.
You're right. They won't miss us.
I know if we
I'm gonna. Go ahead.
if we investigated this, we might be walking into some kind of enemy ambush. I'm not sure if I want to go. And given my track record on this journey so far, what with the mimic and all, I'm not sure if I want to put myself and you in that situation.
We could get the rest of the party.
You know, let's at least tell them before we make any decisions.
That's fair.
He's got it written down in his logbook, so he knows where it is.
Okay. Alright then. As you guys finish up your foraging and exploring, Edward, you've just finished up your slew of
Unseen servants.
unseen servants. I forgot the word. You finished up casting all of your slew of unseen servants to tear down the tent. You're starting to realize that maybe it would be faster just to do it yourself, but then it's less work to cast spells.
Yeah, it's only 10 minutes.
What are you doing with your morning?
After I've had breakfast, I mean, I guess
pancake.
Edward is just gonna go for a walk. He hasn't been able to enjoy, like, it's nice being able to see all the scenery from bird's eye view, but like, I don't know, it's probably just nice to go for a walk.
Absolutely. Are you doing this alone?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm probably not gonna wander too far away from camp, but I'm just gonna have Cole, like, spot for me, and also have a servant kind of follow behind me.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Alrighty.
Nice.
19 for 23.
You are enjoying a very peaceful walk through these woods. The woods are significantly less dense than they were previously throughout your entire journey, basically. Finally giving you space and air to freely walk between the trees. You notice that the trees in this forest are, on the average, a lot thinner than the other trees. They've clearly haven't been here as long, or part of a burn or something along those lines. But it is gorgeous and it's peaceful. Towards the end of your walk, you spend a few minutes going about admiring the sounds of nature. Something does appear a little off. you hear the sound of a chicken clucking.
Where does it come from?
Off to your left.
I'm gonna look to my left.
Lo and behold, standing right outside of this bush is a wild chicken pecking the ground. It's probably 60, 70 feet away.
Wild chicken?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to activate my ring of animal influence and cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
I'm going to say in chicken, "Hello there, what are you doing?"
Oh no. Oh no.
Terrible. You see it like plucks out a worm and like swallows it down its gullet.
What are you doing on this fine morning, Mr. Chicken?
What?
Eating.
Hmm.
Hungry.
That's interesting. I don't think I have any food on me, but I hope you have a nice rest of your day.
I stay. It's just pecking at the ground.
I've never seen a wild chicken before. I thought all of them are, for the most part, domesticated. It's kind of weird.
Was that to yourself, or was that like as an out loud thought in chicken?
Yeah, this is a myself comment.
Damn.
You figure that what typically happens in cases like these is a couple of chickens get loose and they just start breeding and doing their own thing. After several generations, they're not domesticated.
Yeah.
Or not even, barely 7. Several.
Yeah. After the first. And they've just survived out here on their own in the wild. Without, like, worrying about predators.
Oh, there's definitely predators.
I feel like chickens aren't, like, particularly suited for escaping predators. Well. Is there anything else I see on the wall besides the whole chicken thing?
It's really just a very peaceful day. Unless you're looking for something in particular, like food, forageables, things like that, then it's a very nice, chilly fall morning.
Alright, you said the trees were thinner than usual, which implies that this forest is still relatively young?
Well, you're approaching farmland. You're the city.
Okay, so I'm assuming they like clear cut this point at one point, or it was just like a field and then
At some point.
Yeah, and then they started planting it. I'm gonna head back to the camp, and I'm gonna say, morning everybody.
Good morning.
Yeah, the weirdest thing happened to me. I saw a wild chicken earlier today. I mean, you don't really see much of somebody.
Moonzic looks suspicious.
Brian wields her sea axe.
everyone so tense?
You don't understand.
What do I not understand?
Are we supposed to be afraid of chickens?
I mean, if anything, chickens should be afraid of us. We're the ones that eat them.
And their unborn children. That sounds a
Yeah.
lot darker when I put it that way.
I mean, it's still true, technically speaking.
It still leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Maybe you should
What, you
just
don't like eggs?
These pancakes are delicious.
I
But no, I looked for them and they did not show. So I am not happy with whatever they are.
Before we get too far into that, Soren, what were you doing?
I think he would just go out exploring, looking for anything unusual.
Pick your chosen stat and roll with it.
and roll.
They see me rolling.
I don't know if I want to roll with
They
it.
critted.
You don't have to if you don't want to. You can just have a beautiful walk in the woods.
Let's see.
You can go for a long stroll in the woods late at night. We all know how that turns out, right, Alucard?
Haha, 19.
It is a gorgeous fall morning as you go about your walk. You see like the fluttering of a couple of birds, and you even see a flying squirrel making its way through. There's this sense of connection and peace that you have. Of a sense of familiarity. It's a very beautiful walk. Yeah, that's basically it. You two off in the distance hear a sound of a clucking, but it's quite a ways away from where you were.
Oh, the intrusive thoughts. I would like to investigate the clucking since I heard it.
Yeah. You make your way close. Are you going stealthily?
Yes, I will try and be stealthily.
Roll me a stealth check. Oh, very nice.
Jesus.
You make your way. You're easily able to perceive where this is coming from, and you follow the light barking of the wild chickens, and you come across a scene where there are probably four to five chickens. They seem to be all around their nest, running around frantically.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
The intrusive thoughts are coming back. Do I notice like why they're running around, or is it just?
Yeah. There's no eggs. You see that their nests are clearly marked, but no eggs.
Oh no.
Oh, what happened to your eggs, little guys? Or I should say, girls, shouldn't I?
You feel the pancakes grow heavy in your stomach.
Are you attempting to like talk to them
Yeah,
and like calm them?
I will try and talk to them and calm them.
Animal handling, please.
We are good people.
This
What the fuck?
18 for 22.
That flying squirrel man.
Apparently.
You see that they notice your presence, but don't seem to be too alarmed by it as one of them kind of waddles up next to you, and ruffles its feathers before joining back in with the group and
Flipping out.
yeah, not flipping out, but just like wandering around. You see one of them like kind of like is like sitting in their nest. It looks confused.
Oh. Okay. Would I happen to have any seeds or anything of the sort?
Yeah, you have stuff like that in your rations.
Okay. I'm going to use a ration and kind of toss them some seeds. Kind of spread them out throughout the group.
The panic that you saw a minute before, where they were running around looking for their eggs and whatnot, is nothing compared to the panic they all do as they rush towards these seeds.
I'm gonna try and pet one of them.
These chickens have the survival instincts of a dodo. How are they still alive?
You reach out and kind of run your fingers just gently over the feathers on the back of one of them who is wandered to you, the same one, and it lets you kind of stroke its feathers while it's like viciously attacking seed on the ground.
This will be an interesting interaction. I'd like to take, if I have any left over from said ration, I would like to put a small handful of seeds in my hand, and I'd like to try and pick it up with the other arm.
Okay. You, with your animal handling, you successfully are able to pick up this chicken. It kind of it goes and it kind of like you can see its wings try to push out, but it calms down after a few moments.
I would like to hold my hand with the seed forward towards it, and I'd like to start walking back to camp.
No!
Okay. Just as the conversations about chickens was happening, you see Soren emerge from the brush, holding a chicken, feeding it.
Oh, no!
Hey guys, look what I found!
Eldritch Blast.
Are you attacking this chicken?
I am way off.
Would like to use my reaction to turn around.
Eldritch blasting the chicken.
Hey, roll to hit. We're using Soren's AC.
Yes.
Soren's AC.
Yes.
Soren's holding it.
Please.
Fair enough.
Cross fingers.
Spell. Okay, so that's my bonus.
For
So
sake.
Please. I have big plans. Please.
Whoa, that was a spin.
18.
18.
An 18 to hit.
Plus 9?
Yeah.
Why is it plus
Yeah.
9?
Because Rod of the Pack
4
Keeper.
plus 3 plus 2.
Because Rod of the
Cool.
Pack Keeper.
I know where those numbers came from.
4 is my charisma stat. 3 is my proficiency bonus, and 2 is the bonus I get from my Rod of the Pack Keeper, Quinn.
God damn.
God damn.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Soren,
That
Would it
hit.
be awkward if you casted
so
Revivify
I'm
on-
giving you this option.
Okay.
You can either let this, and this is because we're using you. And
I
want
wanna
to
get in the way.
You're gonna get in the way.
I want to get in the way.
Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No.
Yeah, it's a fail.
11.
Yeah. So with that,
Fucking
May
right
I?
at
May
go
I?
for it.
So we're just. So Edward says, I saw a bunch of chickens. Brian is pissed off, right? Because she looked for chickens for everybody's breakfast and could not find jack shit, and it felt like they were taunting her. So when a chicken comes out of the woods in the arms of Soren, she just turns and fires.
Yeah,
I swear to God, if you knock me 10 feet,
This streak of
You're going
arcane
10 feet
energy flies directly at Soren, who attempts to get in the way. And I'm gonna say, even with an 11, I just turned and fired. I was trying to hit the chicken, but I wasn't and I wasn't trying to hit Soren, right? But it would not be hard for a chicken underneath his arm to be blocked for. So Soren, you get smacked with this streak of eldritch power, and then all you hear is, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I saw chicken in my vision went red."
You need to roll your damage.
Why would you fire just because he was holding a chicken? It doesn't make any
fuck?
sense. Have you gone mad?
Do you know how long I got a
Oh my God!
I got first you guys I specifically you I had to sit through your speeches.
I know, I'm so sorry.
And you immediately I wasn't even myself when I did it. You just fucking attacked him.
Look, I didn't think about it. I didn't mean to hit him. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. Windchime runs over to Soren and the chicken
And
to see how they are.
what position are you in right now? What's going on? What did you do with this chicken?
well, first I turned my back. So my back would take the hit, but as long as I didn't get pushed 10 feet,
I did not push you 10 feet.
yeah, then my back would have taken the whole blunt force.
Maybe like taking a step or two out of recoil or something like that.
Well, I would have probably, yeah.
Was the chicken okay?
I would have probably took a step or two, or maybe fall into a knee.
Holding the chicken out in front of you.
Making sure it's okay.
Soren, how are you? What, are you okay? Your back looks really burnt.
Is this how our party falls apart now?
I don't care about that. Is the chicken okay?
Skills.
Alright,
I'm gonna
then.
keep feeding it. If it
you're
stays.
worried about is whether or not the chicken is safe after you literally sustained an eldritch blast to the face.
To the back, actually.
to the face.
But yes.
This chicken is very freaked out and is trying to get out of your arms, but you're holding it, trying to calm it. Roll me another animal handling check. With advantage.
Hey.
The chicken, you pull it out of the way, and it is freaked the fuck out right now. It is not okay. It's not eating the food that you're offering it. You're barely holding on to it. It does not want to be here.
I cast suggestion on the chicken to tell it to
No.
calm down.
It's a
I
humanoid.
speak with animals active, so like technically,
yeah. With that,
like
you
that
could,
would be my
but,
concentration, so they would like swap out concentration at the same time.
but it's humanoid.
Yeah, it
Oh.
does say one humanoid.
Yeah, chickens aren't humanoid. They give command.
You should suggest Brian to slap herself in the face.
I'm going to have I'm gonna have the Squishy, the octopus, sit on top of the chicken's head so that it goes to sleep because it's in a dark place.
Okay.
Like,
Kind of fucking backwards logic.
can't argue with that logic.
Okay, so Squishy flies up its way to to the chicken, lands on its head, and it grips this chicken's head. Not hard, but as this chicken is flailing around and freaking out, right? So it has to kind of hold on so they have to kind of hold on for dear life. As this chicken is like craning its head in all sorts of directions. With that addition, I will let you re-roll your animal handling. Done.
One last chance before the chicken just like it explodes from
I'm trying to think about this, and I'm doing research. Hold on.
But,
If you
I'm
want,
doing research as to how to
badly, I can
hypnotize a
post
chicken.
one. Like
research on how to hit a nat 20 every time.
bro, if you want it that badly, I can just force support and like if you need it that badly.
I don't need it. I
guys think about
definitely need it.
I did not mean for the
It does
other-
work. Okay. I'm going to drop the seeds, and I'm going to pull out one of the fiddlehead ferns that I have in my bag, and I'm gonna try and feed it to it.
Okay. Roll me.
Yeah, let's
animal
go.
handling. There you go. You
The
see
fiddlehead fern. We're cool.
the combination with the fiddlehead fern and and the darkness, it seems to like start to calm down in your arms. It is not flipping its shit anymore.
Oh. So I got this a new friend.
Are we keeping it? I don't want to have to deal with the upkeeps of having chicken feces scattered all over.
Edward, you have a bird.
Technically, it's a face spirit that never rests or poops or eats.
Wait, it doesn't poop?
No. I mean, I suppose you could force it to poop.
Everybody poops. There's a book about it.
There's a book about people pooping?
Yeah, you didn't read it when you were a child?
It's called Everybody Defecates.
No, I
heard of that book before,
I heard this
and
thing from the... Well, I was in the Feywild when I was a child, and there it was like, hot Fey don't poop. Or whatever.
Yeah. I've never seen cold poop either.
It's supposed to be good luck when a bird poops on you.
Come again?
Yeah,
I feel like that's just an
I feel
excuse.
like that event is an unlucky event. I think you got it the other way around.
I think that's just a saying to make people believe it's okay after they have to deal with that nonsense.
Well, I mean, if you guys don't want to believe in some things that make you more lucky, you don't have to believe in them. But
I
you're
feel
just
like
not
luck
gonna
is
believe.
independent of the scaling of the magnitude of belief that we place into it.
Says the potent wizard.
She's got a point.
Ooh, I
there's a
speak
difference
over all the
between believing
leaves and
actually
find out.
What's the matter? Not going to stand up for yourself? You didn't see that one coming, wizard?
Oh, haha, good one. Didn't see that one coming.
Anyway,
I guess
Soren, I am very sorry for Eldritch blasting the chicken. And
More
for
like
you
me.
getting hit. You got in the way yourself.
You
I
were
am
going
so
to
sorry.
hurt a poor innocent animal.
No, yeah, okay,
It
more
was going to be
importantly,
lunch.
It was inside the arms of Seorin. How do you not see that coming? You have to be an absolute buffoon to even consider that as a possibility. Okay? Like, oh, he got in the way of it himself. Dude, what the fuck? I can't get over this. You don't just attack a party member. I know myself, obviously. I wasn't in sound mind, you were in sound mind, and you still did this shit. Like,
Yeah,
like,
I'm with Animal
fucking
on this one.
check yourself. Check yourself.
Can I with Animo on
Told
this
to
one?
fucking check myself.
How are you feeling, Brian? Do you need to talk about anything?
Me?
Yeah, sometimes it's like good to just get stuff off your chest. Like maybe you're just a little too stressed out or something.
I might have started today a little jumpy. Look, I'm apologizing. I'm sorry. I'd, uh, I'd really like to. Yeah, I'd really like to apologize to all of you. And I don't know why Anemo is the most mad out of everyone.
I think it's pretty obvious why I'm the most mad out of everyone.
Because I got really mad at you when you turned
Well,
into
no,
a werewolf and downed 2 of our party members?
Well, because I turned into a werewolf and down 2 of our party members is probably the reason I'm so mad right now. Yes. And the fact that you were, for a while afterwards, were very on my back, despite, listen, I did do something wrong, and I'm never saying that I didn't, and I'm sorry for those that I've hurt. And I will never do it again. It was a horrible, horrible situation. Like, the things that I need to do to prevent it are stopping myself from turning into a werewolf. You were just yourself.
Well, when you put it like that, I get it. Look, I'm very sorry. I promise you it will not happen again. I will be much more careful where I point that thing.
Listen, fucking around. I love doing that, but let's not hurt each other.
I completely agree. Let's not hurt each other. And I promise that because my attempt to get lunch for everyone out of Soren's arms was damaging, I promise that this chicken has a 1-day ban on me attempting to kill it and cook it for the camp.
You mean a forever ban?
Soren's gonna turn away from her.
Roll persuasion.
Me?
I'm kidding. Yeah, it's a.
I mean, Brian's just saying that in the event that the chicken goes missing, or maybe accidentally ends up as dinner, the chicken is given 1 day to somehow make its way back to its flock, so that doesn't happen, right, Brian?
Exactly.
I suppose it is a majority vote from the group if we keep it.
I'm not really fond of the idea of taking care of a small bird, a small wild bird at that, on our journeys. Especially for a journey as long as the one we're going on to Allfield. We're going to be on horseback,
I suppose you are correct. Well, be free, my little buddy, and he's going to toss the bird, lightly toss the bird towards where he came from the camp, or the little...
Being that this bird is currently blinded by Squishy,
I totally forgot!
Squishy will leave as he's tossing the bird.
With renewed vision, you toss it into the air and it kind of flutters its wings and starts to run far away from this place.
5, 4, 3. Oh, I'm kidding, guys. Don't give me that look.
Okay. You guys finish packing up the rest of camp. Everybody is well rested, well eaten, or not eaten. And you guys make your way towards the city of Feolinn. It doesn't take long as you before you encounter fields and fields of of grapevines that all extend into like the far distance. They all seem to be heavy with fruit. Um, there's this salty breeze that seems to be carrying a pleasant sweetness. Um, there's But yeah, as you guys make your way towards the city of Feolinn, you do have to stop halfway through, but there is a lot more of a rush and bustle of activity as you get closer. People in carts, many people just like yourselves, as you make your way to Feolinn.
Ooh,
I love this map so much.
it's so pretty.
Thank you.
Ooh,
Oh, that farmland is gorgeous.
Isn't it?
I want to eat it.
What?
What?
What? Do you want to talk about it?
Okay, give me just 1 second. Let me. Here we go. Got some beets.
Where? Oh, all the way over there. I found Denny's diner. Let's go.
Well, I guess looking over. So we're just coming in with the caravan now, right?
Yep.
Yep.
We're skipping through the day. It's a boring day.
Well, I'm gonna say goodbye
It's
to.
the evening. As you guys approach the city.
It's good to see this city again.
Making your way up through closer to the city. You haven't really breached the outskirts, which you are in the outskirts at this point in time when the caravan pulls over, with instruction by Henry, at a small farmstead, not too far away from the center of the city. The sun is it's probably about 6 right now. As the excitement of the last day has kind of escalated the rate of travel. Everything pulled over. You see many people chatting excitedly. They start to unload some of the caravan stuff near this village. Henry comes up to you guys and says, "Oh, thank you all for working with us today. You've been wonderful, really. The meals have been an absolute treat as well. Anyway, here you all go." And he hands a sack of money to you, Moonzic, and says, "It was a pleasure doing business with you. A couple of those nights got pretty scary."
They did, but I'm glad that we were able to protect you all very well. And we all enjoyed your company as well.
Ha! Good. Well, I suspect that you all probably want to get to the city, huh? I recommend taking a stop by the next best pub. Pretty decent food there.
I've been there myself a few times. Definitely a great place to eat.
Thank you so much.
Gives you all a rough shake of the hands and kind of goes off to the business.
I'm gonna miss driving that cart.
You just see Henry shiver.
We should probably find a way to sell off these eggs before they go.
How many eggs do you have?
Well, I've got one. I know.
Wait, are these the chicken eggs or the other eggs?
The other eggs.
The
other
other
eggs.
eggs.
The owlbear eggs.
Okay.
Well, I can't think of any outstanding pawn shop or anything like that off the top of my head, but there's plenty here in Feolinn that you could travel to sell them.
Do you think the Adventurers Guild has a outlet here?
Would I know that?
Yeah. Do they have an outside here?
I would imagine it's a major city in the Menagerie Coast. They probably would.
Yeah, they do have a small adventurers guild. It's not nearly as robust as the one in Port Damali, but it is located right next to Wayfounder's Outdoor Outfitters.
Over by 17.
Just with various job boards. Nothing crazy or super formal.
I always buy our stuff with a reasonable price tag, yeah?
Yeah.
We get some money, that helps us find...
They bought those jade pieces for quite a fair price. After selling them a story for it, of course.
Well, the point being is we sell off these eggs, we sell off anything else we have managed to collect, and leave there with enough money to get ourselves rooms and whatever all else we need.
I don't think we need to worry about rooms so much. We have space at mine and Dardek's place for everyone.
For everyone?
Yeah. Moonzic
All right, then.
Animo can attest to this.
Absolutely I can. I'm totally here right now.
Yeah, there's definitely enough room for everyone there.
Well, that at least helps make sure we're not in too much trouble financially here, especially since we need to get horses to continue our journey.
Or another caravan. But a lot of that can wait, at least for now. It's getting close to dinner time, and I'm starting to get hungry. We should probably drop by our place and see if he's home and see if we can't go out for a bite of dinner. And that way, while we're there, we can also count up the gold and split it.
You think that's a safe place?
I know it's safe. I meant the gold that we got from the job, not the other gold.
Ah. Yes.
The other gold we're going to wait until we're at least past Feolinn. Or maybe even Nicodranus.
That's afraid of some kind of fine spell, huh? I guess that's fair.
Okay. As a lot of you make your way into the the scenic city of Feolinn. One thing that stands out immediately is that this, at least on your entrance, which is the Somali Way, it is a rather clean city with lots of plants and gardens and well maintained roads. The evening hours have been see that there is a great deal of bustle as well. Not as much as you would find in Port Damali, but definitely an air of activity and almost haughtiness as you make your way in there. On the north side of the city, you make your way to Moonzic's house, which, if you notice here, is you can zoom in as far as you want, but there is a small little blue hut at the end of a thin alleyway. You see, it's a very what the building that Moonzic appears to be leading you to is a rather nondescript building. A little bit older and worn, especially compared to many of the buildings around it. If anything, you would suspect that it would be some sort of storage house or warehouse rather than one of the more townhouses that are around it. Yeah, the more residential area. But nonetheless, you approach the brick building.
As we make our way down the alleyway, like Moonzic, as Cheen still, will kind of turn his shoulder, like look over his shoulder past all of his party members, see that no one's following them, and then he's going to lose his disguise and go back to being Moonzic again. Much better. Anyway.
Is it hard to be in that form? I've never really noticed too much differences when I'm in Mask of Many Faces, but I assume your gift is a little different than mine.
It's a little bit different, yes. It's hard to describe. Sometimes, like, I really like to sell the character, so I kind of develop a little bit of a hunch when I'm the old man. That kind of wears on me sometimes. Plus, it's always nice to be in my own image, you know? But anyway, we need you all to stay quiet for just a moment while I do this. And then he's going to knock hard 3 times on the door.
Oi, Dardek! We know you're in there. We have you surrounded. Come out with your hands up.
You hear a clamor on the inside, and a rush of activity. When you see the door just kind of crack just a hair, and you hear oh, there's no Dardek in here.
Moonzic just says, no, there's no Dardek home, just a short little liar. With a big grin on his face.
Mother! He opens up the door, and you see the form of a short. Let me see here. Of a short dwarf. With a big blonde, with a big bald head, and red hair, big beard forms in front of his face, and the smile that erupts across him, as he lunges at you with open arms. Oh, brother, I am so happy to see you. You see, he tosses off a bed sheet that it looks like he had been using to wrap around his head. What's it been? Probably, at least 2 months now.
Going on 3. Sorry I haven't...
Come in! I don't know why I have to tell you that.
Come on in, everyone.
Everyone?
Yes.
The more the merrier.
These are my friends, Dardek. Of course you know Animo.
Nice to see you again.
How you doing?
Oh, been worrying about this one here. He gives you a rough pat on the back. Kind of sends you, like, stepping a little bit forward.
Yeah, we have we have a lot of trouble worrying about him, too.
Mooney's always causing trouble.
Mooney?
That's his nickname he thought of for me. I call him Dar all the time.
Thoughtful nickname.
Oh, darn Mooney. We
Anyway.
go by the DMs. Oh, that was a long time ago.
It's been a very long time. And then let me introduce you to the rest of the party. There is that one there with the pink skin. That one is Edward.
Nice to meet you.
And this
Kind of
lovely
goes
lady,
to shake your hand.
this lovely lady with the horns is Windchime.
Oh, happy to meet you.
She'll go for a hug.
Ah.
Love hugs.
And then her shoot, I can never remember her name.
Nahiri.
Her girlfriend Nahiri.
Oh, you're quite tall.
And then we've got
Yeah, whatever.
Role plays with self for a solid minute.
and then this last is Brian.
Nice to meet you. As well.
Nice to meet you. Just kind of shuffles off a little bit to the side.
And then this one we actually just met recently. This lad here, his name is Soren.
Well, hello there.
Why, hello. And he's gonna give a little 2-finger salute. What is it?
Like finger guns?
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, totally.
2-finger salute.
salute.
Yeah.
Well, quite a lot of people you've gotten yourself involved with.
Absolutely. You've heard about... You told me that you heard about Flora Isle.
Yes.
It was actually myself, Animo, Edward, and Windchime that were there, along with a couple other people that traveled with us for a little bit. And then they went off on their separate ways, and Brian managed to stow away on our ship as we were leaving Port Damali.
No way. You, ship?
Yes!
I didn't know you had your sea legs.
Well, that story is not one I'm quite fond of, unfortunately, but we are in possession of a ship and a crew now.
Holy fuck.
And believe it or not, I'm actually the captain of it.
Bunch of fools you are. Putting Mooney as captain. Couldn't have made a better choice myself.
Actually, we were able to establish a community of sorts. We're trying to grow a community on, have you ever heard of Firewatch Island?
No. Should I? Hold on, let me look at my papers. He kind of rushes off to a... you kind of, at this point in time, get a good glance of the room about you. It is a singular room. There does appear to be 2 little partitions where, like, that appear to be, like, a more private. but in a whole corner, basically taking up the entire thing, is this sprawling table full of just a variety of things. Mostly papers and books, and maps and the like. There's there's even a globe that he uses. As I'm sure you are aware, he is a fairly studious type, all things considered. Definitely taking an interest in the worlds about here. And he flips through a few books and kind of crinkles his brow. Nothing written here about it.
Oh, I suppose so. It's a small enough island as it is. It's a small island, of course, that is some 2 or 3 miles away, I think, from Broken Bank. He kind of like...
And what about it?
Well, there was a fort on that island that we came across, and after defeating a what the heck?
Small zombie apocalypse.
A small, that and a Parryton. The Parryton was definitely, well, actually the zombies gave us more trouble than the Parryton.
My God. Well, you sound like you've had quite the adventure. How about we get you all something to eat, huh?
That sounds great. I just need to... We just came with a caravan, and we just need to count up our earnings and split them real quick.
Absolutely, take your time. There's that corner over there, or that corner over there. There's a wall there. Feel free to use any of it. Obviously, this is your home. I don't know why I'm saying this. I'm so awkward right now. But please, I will go get myself ready. And he kind of goes off to his corner. You can see the little partition that separates the area. It does not stop the fact that there are clothes that are spilling out of that area. He appears to be quite the mess of himself, although it's contained.
Somewhat.
Somewhat contained.
But while he's getting himself ready, Moonzic will count the gold and split it. However much that was, I don't remember.
Yeah, you received 300 gold from the man with a 90 gold tip.
Nice.
Nice.
Divided. Okay, so that's 390 divided by 6. That would be 65 gold for everybody.
One thing to keep in mind is that Don's character did put in his own money for this.
Oh.
It is
Just gonna
up to
bring
you
that up
whether or
in
not.
character.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
No,
Okay.
please. I insist. You guys split the money between the 5 of you.
No,
I was just tagging along.
Please. You might have paid for our services, but in the end you, well, rendered our services. We could not, in good conscience, refuse this, your portion of the money. It is yours, and I, for one, will not take a cent until you take a cent.
That's the word.
You are going to be stubborn on this, aren't you?
Both of us are.
Then how about you split it between the 5 of you, except I'll only take the money for tonight's dinner.
Well, then I guess we're going somewhere very expensive, since it's going to cost you 65 gold.
You just won't let it go, will you?
Look. How about this? You joined me in target practice to that one night, right?
Oh, I don't like where this is going.
We'll play target practice again for the money. You win, you keep the money. You lose, I'll consider.
Is this the only
What
way
you're
to change your
saying.
mind?
Yep.
And I suppose I must accept.
Alright. Then take this 65 gold. You're one of us now. Get used to it.
For now.
For now, until the next target practice.
Now update Quinn's character sheet with that as well. He still has a shit ton of gold. What the fuck? Okay. That is way more gold than anyone should have. Oh well. Alright, now that that business is out of the way, we can leave our stuff here and then we'll be going out for dinner. And there's quite a few places around town we can go to. Of course, there is a Denny's here. There's also the Iron Bar. Henry recommended the oh, what the hell? The next best pub.
Yeah.
All fine places to eat.
So how much gold are we adding again?
65.
Okay.
You are the local around here. I think I'm going to trust your palate.
Well,
I think I'll agree with that one.
that's fair enough. We've had Denny's enough times in our travels. We should have a taste of home. So, let's try the next best pub then.
Okay. As you guys are finished doling out your money and the like, you see Dardek comes out of his partitioned area, and he's got a couple of knots in his hair that he's kind of done up on his chin, and he looks pretty well groomed and in nice clean clothes. Just basically a long white shirt with a pair of brown trousers. As he says, looking rather dashing. He says, all right. Well, where to?
We're heading to the next best pub.
It is almost the best pub. As you guys make your way through the city of Feolinn. The next best pub is right down here. As you pass the bustling city to get to it. You approach a building that is pretty packed full of people. It is the weekend after all. As you hear a variety of people laughing, singing jokes. You hear music from within, and
So, which one's the best pub?
The next best pub.
But if it's the next best pub, Then what is it the next of?
Nothing.
I'm very confused.
Have you ever heard of the phrase
I
second
mean,
to none?
it's next to Denny's, right around the block.
Oh, I think I get it as second to none. Oh, that's what they're... Still a weird naming convention.
I agree. Quite unorthodox, I would say.
I believe their saying was if they could ever find a pub that's better than them, they will forever be the next best pub. But I don't think anyone's ever stepped forward to challenge them, at least not in a long time.
Interesting. So we should open a pub.
This is what I'm getting to.
Brian, are you
But
are
you're
you
the
wanting
best
to
pub.
start? Brian, are you wanting to start that competition tonight? Is that what I'm hearing out of you?
No, I'm mostly kidding. Mostly.
Mostly.
I'm gonna like look at her and squint my eyes.
Mostly.
Let me see here. Come on. I'm sorry. I'm having issues with this.
Oh, fuck. You know what? We should actually do that.
Do what?
See how many times we can get thrown out of a tavern contest.
Oh no.
Okay. You seem to have arrived at the tavern right in the middle of the dinner rush, and the place is just abuzz. There are plenty of people about, eating, drinking at the bar. There's some musicians playing, and even a couple of people who appear to be dancing. The kitchen has to be pretty busy at the moment, given the large variety of food that you see in hands and on tables. You walk in and immediately kind of like try to catch a server's eye, but they all seem pretty understandably busy.
How do we not catch a server's eye? We're basically the entire fucking rainbow here.
They're colorblind.
That's fair.
We should
Yeah, that would probably make sense.
we should be more respectful. I apologize.
Or we can make ourselves more noticeable.
How?
How
He,
can we
he
tell?
kind of presses his fingers against each other maniacally.
You have to share your idea.
That we don't do that.
You have to at least share
And
your
not
idea.
cause any more trouble for these poor waiters that
I
have
mean-
to endure, you know, tending to our chaos.
I mean, I
should
only
be
have
respectful
spells that
all the
light
time.
you up and or make you bigger.
I don't.
Let's not do the bigger one.
I don't
You
want to
see,
cause
with
property
an air of
damage.
confidence, Dardek just like kind of walks right past y'all and finds an end of a long square table, long rectangle table, and pops a seat down. Plenty of space for you all. At the other end of the table, you see a few wealthier-looking folks. Not quite like noble by any means, but have a decent amount of money. Merchants like sitting, enjoying what appears to be some sort of noodle.
Alright. Moonzic will
Noodles?
go over and take a seat next to Dardek then. Anima will follow. Yeah.
You all take your places.
It truly has been a long time since I've been here. I forgot that you just normally sit yourself.
Oh boy. Well, brother, can't believe you've forgotten the long-standing traditions of coming to the next best pub or any place around here, basically, all that we can afford.
It truly has been a long time. I can't recall the amount of times I've actually been away for that many months. Actually, I think the last time I was away for that many months, you and I were still out on a job before we, found that, house, if you will.
Yeah. Long time ago, old times,
Ah. Well, those jobs were pretty sketchy, though.
They were fun, though. Oh, a lot of that made us who we are today, I'd say.
Absolutely.
Speaking of that, I'll, remember that job we were talking about right before you took off for your vacation?
You mean the Solvia job?
Keep it quiet. Yes, but yeah.
That was more like a whisper.
Yeah.
Like a hug.
I've got some more information.
Really? Is this...
Maybe not the best time or place for it,
I
but
was going to say, might not be quite appropriate right now, but I'm definitely interested.
wanted to remind you. And almost as if on cue, a young woman comes up, and she says, "Welcome to the next best pub. My name is Majori. What can I do for you all today?"
What do you have on the special?
You looking for food or drink?
Yes.
All right, that was a dumb question. I've got paella tonight. We've got snake lox noodles. We've got some dumplings tonight. And even schwarzkopf. Hold on.
Yes.
Checks notes.
Weinstake and some Schweinstake. In terms of drinks, of course, you can't go wrong with any of the wine. I assume you're all familiar?
Myself, Dardek, and Animo, but, my friends are a little newer to Feolinn.
Well, welcome to Feolinn. We are the wine capital of the world.
Oh my goodness.
Tonight on special, we've got Sylvia Grove's Diamond Plum Wine, Oveso Family Dark Red, Russell Call's Evening Dream Plum Wine, Sylvia Grove Sunset White Wine, and Cuthross Silver Vineyard Premium Red.
Can I get the first one?
Yep, we sell it by the bottle. It's 60 gold per bottle.
Immediately regrets it.
If you'd like something a bit cheaper, you can go for the white wine. That's about 30 a bottle. Or The Osveo family, dark red at 35.
Windchime, if you want, I'll split the 35 with you. I'll pay the additional 5 if you. So I'll pay 20. You pay 15.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
You've made a great choice. I'll have a tross. She kind of looks at him with a look of disgust. Sure.
I'll have the mystery dumplings.
The mystery dumplings?
But I have no idea what's inside them. You just said there was dumplings on special, so...
Pork!
That narrows it down. I would love them.
Right?
I don't... the only reason she's being such an asshole to the server is because she gave this guy the look of disgust. Sorry. Do you have wine by the glass? Not sure, Remy.
Sure do.
Ready to polish a whole bottle. Still early.
Still early.
Uh-huh. Anything tickle your fancy?
Just points down a menu. This one at a 9 gold price.
All right.
Thank you.
You get a glass of Russell calls evening dream plum wine. Anyone else?
I'll take.
I mean, do you have a recommendation as to a particular wine that you would suggest?
Well, the Sylvia Groves Diamond Plum wine is the best thing we have around. Truly an unforgettable experience.
You have that by the glass?
Yep.
How much would that be?
15.
I'm gonna hand over 15 gold pieces.
You won't regret it.
Pays at the beginning of the meal.
Okay, I'm gonna set aside 15 gold pieces. There we go.
Okay.
Like Animo like starts whispering to Moonzic on like what the hell a tross is, and like he's gonna whisper back as to, like he's recently read up about it, and Animo kind of like weighs it for a second. He's like, I think I'll have a tross too. That sounds really good.
Of course.
And I'll take paella to eat.
Is this for
I'll
the
have
group?
dumplings.
Traditionally, paella is served as a large platter for a bunch of people.
I mean, I was going to order.
I'll pitch in if we order paella, and
Wow.
we'll also have dumplings as well, and just... That way we have enough for the table, and we have some of the other thing we were interested in.
Paella sounds good to me. That's what I was planning on getting myself. So yeah, we'll do a paella for the table.
Wonderful. And she rushes off. I always love ordering tross at places like this.
They really don't care for your drink choices.
Did she just leave?
Yes, she did.
Oh.
Well, have some of our wine and the paella. If you don't get a chance to order more.
Actually, You know what a truss is. Have you ever been to Trostenwald, Dardek?
You know I haven't.
You just like the folklore. Is that it?
I just like the taste.
It is good. We're actually going to be making our way up there at some point soon.
Oh, I should have figured you guys would be leaving.
Yeah, but we will be staying for a couple days at least, especially to get the details of what we were talking about just a moment ago.
You see a big smile erupts on his face, and he chuckles heartily. Oh, Mooney, so glad you're coming by, though. I can't deny I did think that you weren't going to come back there. I was already looking for new roommates. You see his eyes kind of twinkle.
I'd leave town for 3 months and you start looking for another roommate? What is this?
Of course! Of course I would!
Ah, well. But, actually, speaking of that, speaking of which, there was actually that community I mentioned earlier. We are looking for people to, come and help us out there, if ever you get the idea you want to leave behind this kind of... I know this place is really great with, culture and cuisine and all, but I know there are quite a bit of shady dealings around here.
Well, you know as well as I do that, it's kind of my forte.
Fair enough. Even so, that offer's on the table. And it always will be for you.
You know I appreciate that. Oh, I have missed your face. Especially with all of this less hair that you have.
You like the haircut, do you?
I do. It looks fine on you. You look dashing.
Well, I definitely needed one. It was starting to get a little bit itchy. I had to keep...
He strokes his own. Never bothers me.
Well, all of your hair is down on the lower half of your face. You've got nothing on top.
It's good luck, huh?
I miss that smooth head of yours. as he
Gets
rubs
called smooth head.
as he rubs the top of his
L
head.
plus ratio.
Hey! And he kind of puts his elbows up, and you guys are playfully fighting. No, but you're gonna cause some sort of friction burn or something.
You're gonna mess up my hair.
Come on now, if it was possible for me to give you a friction burn by doing that, don't you think I'd have done it by now?
There was that one time. I swear my head was hurting for days after.
Well, I did have a few drinks that night when I did that. Sorry again.
That's okay. You know that night, I got a little friction burn, but it wasn't as bad as, that black guy you got.
I don't know why I decided to start that bar fight. Probably because I was drunk.
I tell you what, this man, you wouldn't want him to be fighting against him in a bar fight. Does some serious damage.
I don't think I want to fight him in general. He does some serious damage.
That's what you gotta be thinking. Yeah. Well, suddenly, time passes in conversation as a a large like a large pan is carried out and set in the center of the table. Um, it is a shallow but wide and nearly long, the way this one is designed, full of rice and seafood and delicious spices, as the savory scent of the paella fills your nostrils. There's an order of dumplings as well that appear right next to it, and they look like smooth and chewy and delicious. As another rush of drinks all come out at the same time, I guess. As everybody gets their drinks and a bottle of wine, you see the server comes up to you and says, your wine, give it a little bit of a taste, and she kind of like pours a very small amount of wine into 2 glasses for both Windchime and Moonzic.
Windchime swirls it around in her glass and then smells it.
You saw that video on the wine trialing, didn't you? With that British guy.
Says it's dry. Clearly, it's wet wine. Clearly, the wine is wet.
God damn
Oh
it,
my
Rocky.
goodness. After she smells it, she takes a good slurp.
You taste the perfect balance of sour, bitter, and sweet, with this hint of saltiness to it.
Whoa. That's some good wine.
It's hard to compete with that one. It's my personal
Next
favorite for a
wine
number of
I've ever
reasons.
had. However, when as you guys, each get your glasses filled, seeing the approval and the bottle of wine set down, the glass of wine that appears in front of you, Edward, is different than the dark red that they were just drinking. Rather, it appears to be a deep purple.
I love that band.
Oh, brothers!
Why am I here?
But yeah, it appears to be a very, very deep purple. You almost could swear it's shiny, but
That's ridiculous.
that's ridiculous. Yes.
I'm gonna smell it and then take a little sip.
A rush of a variety of complex flavors goes over your tongue, as a I don't know how to describe wine. As a delicious flavor of what you can tell now is plum, um, washes over you. It's sweet and thick, with this almost citrus notes to it that like cut through and weave its way. It is a damn good glass of wine. I don't know how much Edward is familiar with wines, but easily the best wine you've ever tasted. Nothing like that shit that was on Firewatch Island.
I'm
Oh, you mean
sorry.
Broken Bank? Or
Firewatch. Oh, Firewatch Island. That's fair. That's fair.
or I was thinking like the first episode where Miles was just getting into it with the fucking barkeeper. That was still fun.
Bro orders really strong wine that tastes like mop water.
It wasn't even
Drink it
wine.
anyway.
It was just the drippings. But it's very good. And you get your glass, and you get your glass, Brian. And it's decent wine. It's good. It's also it's red with a hint of purple, but not nearly as deep as the one that was in front of Edward. But yours has more of a oaky flavor to it, and you could almost think that maybe it's smoked, because there's a smokiness to the oak notes. It's very good.
Nice.
And making her way around the table, she makes eye contact with Soren.
Hi. Are you finally going to take my order, or are you going to run away again?
Oh shit.
She kind of glares at you and walks away, putting a wine bottle away before coming back. What can I get you?
I have an idea, but I don't want to do it.
Oh boy.
How much did you say that? Fuck. I might be like brain deading here. I'm sorry. What were their wine choices? There was a plum. There was a red.
Yeah, so there is the Sylvia Groves Diamond Plum Wine at 60 gold a bottle. The Oveso Family Dark Red at 35.
That's what
the
we
Russell
have.
Calls Evening Dream Plum at 40. The Sylvia Grove Sunset White Wine at 30. And the Cuthra Silver Vineyard Premium Red at 50.
We bought the Sylvester Dark Red already if you want a glass of that.
You bought the Sylvia Groves Diamond Plum Wine. No, you Oveso. Yeah, no, you bought the Oveso Family Dark Red.
Yeah.
Edward had a glass of the Sylvia Groves Diamond Plum. And you got, and Brian got a glass of the Russell Calls Evening Dream.
I think I'll have the dumplings like her. And then if I could get 2 waters, that'd be great.
Anything else?
No, I believe that would be all for me.
And she goes off.
Was that too harsh?
I don't think so, no. She had an attitude about her, though. I don't know what that was about.
It was gorgeous.
Um, Shortly, another plate of dumplings arrives along with 2 glasses of water. Everybody enjoy, and thank you for coming to the next best pub.
Thank you.
And she scampers off. And you are all left to enjoy a fine meal of dumplings, wine, trusts, and a paella.
I imagine that Animo and Dardek would definitely do a cheers before they drank.
Yeah, absolutely. to good friends and better drink.
To drink.
Aye, we
Okay.
took our classes together.
um, is there anything you guys want to talk about at the table, or would you rather time skip?
We can time skip.
I'm willing
Yeah,
to time skip.
Okay. Enjoying your meals, you all make your way back to the city. Now, to Moonzic's home. Did anybody drink more than 1 glass?
Considering we had
Nope.
an entire bottle to ourselves,
I mean,
I imagine
I had
Moonzic would have.
Yeah, probably. We would have finished our bottle.
Yeah.
You would have finished your bottle? I need both of you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Let's go!
I had 2 glasses of water, if that counts.
No.
No, it.
Make a con save
More than
against
one, though.
water.
No.
What are you, a witch? A
He's a
witch?
lightweight.
Oh.
I'm
Oh,
not a witch, I'm
no.
your wife.
The both of you are thoroughly drunk at this point in
God.
time. After you were tipsy the first glass, you were drunk the second, and by the third
We're sloshed.
you are of course wind chime is a little bit more.
I cannot walk in a straight line.
No, you cannot walk in a straight line. You see
Here he's like,
Nahiri kind of supporting your weight. And Moonzic, you are very drunk yourself, although you can mostly walk by yourself.
mostly. Couple times I may sway into people by accident.
And by the way, I did increase that DC to be like not drunk by 2 every class. In
Yep.
case you were wondering.
Perfect.
And a lot of you make your way, bellies full, and back to Moonzic's house. We are going to put a pause in that here, and we're actually going to go on our break.
Alright. Alright, folks, thank you all so much for watching part 1. We'll be back in a little bit for part 2.